Sam Haynes, you got into the river, I think, about 12:30 last night, and here we are at about 5:45, and you're finally here. That was pretty excruciating, I imagine.
Yeah, it was a very very tiring, low. Well, I don't know. I mean, the Derwent with no wind is difficult, and it comes from all these different angles. Like one moment you're sailing with wind from the south, and then it's from the west, and then you've got the southeaster that thinks it wants to be the dominant breeze or whatever you've got. And there's a gradient pressure out there, but it just doesn't seem to work in the Derwent.
No.
And it just kept on detaching, and we'd be parking, and and then you've got the current as well, of course.
Oh, yeah. So how much current is there?
About 0.3.
Oh, right.
So we in theory had an incoming tide,
Yeah.
but there's always outgoing. So with an incoming tide, you still got a little bit to contend with. It really slows you down.
Yeah, and I guess it's a mark of what you've got to do to win on IRC is you've got to be paying attention the whole time in all of that as well when there's next to no wind.
Yeah, look, to win an IRC, you have to be perfect all the time. It's just one of those things. It's such an unforgiving kind of rating band to be in.
Yeah.
So you're working the boat constantly. Always trying to make sure that you're sailing to 100% of your polars. Always making sure that you're doing the sail changes that you need to make done, that the helm's accurate, the navigation spot on. There's so many facets to it all.
And what was the toughest part of the race? A lot of people have said Bass Strait, the seas were pretty confused.
Bass Strait, definitely. The wind was pretty much from 180, so it makes it a very long crossing.
Yeah, right.
It goes for quite a long time when you've got that wind direction, and just trying to get across with, there's only really one shift we could work to get us to close to Eddiston. So we actually came down the Tasmanian coast from
very close.
Close in. Of course, there was also another low wind phase when we got out of the southerly and into what became an east-southeast.
Right.
Sorry, east, and then to a nor'easter.
Right.
So we had a really nice run down the Tasmanian coast, which sort of made you kind of think, okay, well, I do, I haven't totally kind of excluded yachting from the rest of my career because it was so much fun. But certainly Bass Strait made you question your commitment to the sport.
Yeah, as it invariably does. What was the toughest point, do you think?
I think there's a few things. One was, like leaving the New South Wales coast to go into where we're going to enter Bass Strait at Green Cape. And just above there, we went out of 2-4 Bay and set ourselves up to then get I'm trying to think what shift it was now, but it would have been a right shift, which then we could take across Bass Strait. So that was, weather modelling. And there's a little eddy there of current as well, which is okay, we can use that. But to be honest, almost having favourable current against the breeze was not worth it. It was just the sea state was so brutal everywhere. Yeah. But New South Wales coast was really hard as well. None of it was an easy coastline.
And any damage?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. The boat, this is, Volvo 70.
Yeah,
it's really good boats. But they just took such a battering. Like the amount of slamming.
Yes.
I mean, it was just like literally we slammed from Sydney Heads to, north coast of Tasmania. It just was constant.
Yeah, I think in Comanche they set themselves a speed limit at one point because they just thought if you go any faster than this, we're going to just wreck the joint.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, I mean the hundreds would have definitely done that. We don't quite need to do that. We're not going to get to a point where we're going to be that fast.
But it's still slamming.
Yeah, it's still slamming, and you do have to take it easy. You can't just go and say, okay, we've got to do everything. Yeah.
Good. Well, you've got a glass of sparkles in your hands. Enjoy that. And well done, Clubhouse leader. Let's see how we fare in the next few hours.
Yeah, I know. So we're going to be, like you say, a lot of waiting.
All right,
refreshing the screen.
Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
Okay. Right, we might just go down and have a quick word with Alex Nolan and Jack McCartney. Let's see who we can find.
Alrighty. One more and we'll get out of your hair.
Oh, sorry. Was I getting in ahead of you? Sorry, Nick. I think I must have jumped in a little early on Nick Douglas. I didn't realise you'd done. Rob, have you got a minute? Or are you a bit busy? Hey, Luke. How are you, mate? Won't keep you a minute. Just wanted to say hello. Rob Greenhill, that was pretty tough going at times, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was obviously tough upwind for a good period of the race. and then actually probably tougher at the end, just getting becalmed for long periods.
Yeah, I know. Into the river at 12:30, and here we are at 6 or something in the morning.
Yeah, we copped, probably 5 hours
Yeah.
more than our routing predicted, and we knew it was going to be light, but we got very light before Tasman. Then we had an all right period, and then it was pretty tough the whole Derwent.
And I was saying to Sam just now, you still got to concentrate so hard for those 5 hours because every minute's going to count, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, certainly in the lighter air with this boat is where you've got to work harder because it's not its strength.
Yeah.
So we've really got to work hard there, and I mean, it's just just a slightly disappointing way to end the race.
Yeah, okay. Well done. Enjoy the rest at least, and division leader at the moment, so we'll see how we go.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Alex, have you got a sec?
Yeah. Standing in a daze at the moment.
Starting in a daze. With Alex Nolan, the Navigator, so we might have a quick word. That would have been a long and heavy-duty race for you.
Yeah. Had its hurdles, this one, didn't it?
Yeah. What were the difficult sort of navigational decisions?
I guess how close in the course off the bottom of the New South Wales coast.
So a lot of people have talked about that. What's the decision there in this scenario? What are you looking to try and achieve?
We're mainly looking at our positioning further south and where we wanted to end up in terms of the wind moving up the track. So
Right.
the best position for our boat.
Yeah, okay. And other than that, it's just slamming.
There's plenty of slamming.
So for a navigator, that must be really tough. I mean, you're down there, you're looking at screens, you're checking out the models all the time. So pretty tough position to be, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's super tough at times.
And you were sort of staying close enough to the 100-footers, at least to be looking good for most of it until that last sort of 5 or 6 hours there.
Yeah. I mean, we had a good break on everyone. We led a lot of the race on IRC and really waiting now. And certainly in Division 1, I think we were right up until the last minute. We were working pretty hard at it.
Well, you're clubhouse leader still, and there's a lot of people with a very, very long way to go yet, so you never know how we go.
If you look at the standings, I think we've been overtaken a couple of times, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the model I looked at said you were still there. But...
Yeah, look, I think there's a lot of boats coming down quite quick.
Yeah.
And I don't think we might be quite as lucky as last year. We'll see.
Right. We'll leave you to it. Thanks, Alex. Thanks very much indeed. Righto, I think we might, if you just want to pan around into the sun there, Jakey, and we might just leave it at that, I think.